after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for KC, 63 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Antonio Gates. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's caught. And it's 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Young looks to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Devontae Smith from 13 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd and 5. Young off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. James Harrison picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Young. Under pressure, they got him again. James Harrison drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
But his linebacker's just having one of those days where everything he does is working. I think you got to get a running back in there to help block, double team him, do whatever. Because right now, he's having a ball. Multiple sacks in this one. That one, the quickest.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. Able to slither by. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the...
It got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Antonio Gates with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Looking to throw. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And New York set to take the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. They find some open field here. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Bucky Irving.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, Young. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Looking to throw, Young.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Mahomes now on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing, Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Oh, Young loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. I don't think you got it, son. Mike, check. Ready.
Young to throw it.
To the right side and intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Mahomes going to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Okay. I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Hard running at the 15.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
One last shot for Young. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's pretty rare that you see a ball game